Falcons after Joe Namath and the guarantee. We are up here for Davis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made it.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Pats have taken the early lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension.
All right, y'all. So
I love the point you
this
just
game
made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim to come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl. Fantastic for the team.
Extra point, goodbye, Gostkowski. And it's now his.
I feel like my volume is down. That's why I
The
can't.
1-yard touchdown run.
But yeah. Y'all, you're not gonna be talking this video?
Gostkowski now
Okay, so
out to
I
kick it
you know
away.
got the controller, so I am Pat and
Returnable
my boy
here for
TJ
Davis.
here. What should I say? Awesome.
And a good return. He's
Is
stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Falcons. They say what's up and say whatever he wants to say. But also, guys, let's get 55 likes and 95 subscribers for a massive giveaway, bro. Massive giveaway. Here, let's have TJ say what he wants.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Trying to lay one into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go with 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
We finna have Edelman go all the way
On
out.
first down, Brady.
Wow. 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 Yes. Boy, you is slow.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Brady. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Again, in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage to the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hey, what's up to the stream? What's up? What's up?
Feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they turn the ball in the arm.
I don't like this. Oh, I see that bin sign over there. You see it?
Genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Hey, AJ just walked in the room. Hey, AJ, come say what's up. AJ, you gonna be playing?
Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Your bedtime?
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not
bedtime?
laughing at the situation.
No bedtime? No bedtime today?
Shake yourself out of it.
Come say what's up.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Brady. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
I can't wait until I get mine.
So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one, it's pure relief. Didn't give it up.
Let's go, let's go.
Those guys on defense are just intercepted the pass.
I knew. That's why I threw that.
Take care of the football, man.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that. But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather, gloves,
yeah, Gojira left. TJ, you have anything to say to stream right now? Right now? Nothing stays to stream.
And here we are today.
You don't have no shout outs to make? Like to the Prince family or no one? What the hell?
Jones, the linebacker. He was looking for Edelman there.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And here now come the Falcons. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the interception, here's Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But now,
a fumble. Brady loses the football. I think the Patriots Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Oh, yeah, give a shout out to Tino Todd.
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
However you say your name.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My back with your
You
helmet.
can tell they were hoping for a flag there
stupid
offensively.
fool.
Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why
What'd
not
you
a
just
penalty?
say?
Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the official from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth
All
down.
right.
And this may be a big early
More
turning
shout-outs
point
to
in
you?
this Super Bowl. They're going to
gotta
go
shout
for
out
it
your
on
boys.
fourth down here. They do go for it.
Chicken
It's Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And they will not be able to
Bro,
hook
you know
up
you
there.
got a
It's
chicken bell.
incomplete.
Stop
A
lying.
real head scratcher there. Well,
No,
that, my friend, I
we
guess
got
is
the
the
same
definition of a
family.
head scratcher. Fourth and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first
Oh, yeah,
half,
shout out.
decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because
Now the Falcons offense, they get
Shout
ready
out
to
to
head
him.
back out
My
here.
dude.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
that's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because
Nope.
one play drive.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kevin Coleman,
I could've got you.
34
I could've got
yards.
you.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
So oftentimes you can create
Bro, you know what
mismatches
I'm
because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is what he
You
likes
know
to
what I'm
operate
gonna do?
with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets
Bro,
that
you know
run
what
out
I'm
to the
gonna do?
catch, and off he goes.
If I'm
Into
gonna,
the end zone.
if I gotta punt it,
Here's Botcher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Well, we all know that the instinct is to fight for every possible yard and try and pick something up. But every now and then, you've got to know when to turn off your instinct. Okay, in this situation, find a way to go down and save some yardage. I mean, quarterbacks do it all the time, right? Play up, we don't have it, just take the sack, fight for another down. In this case, though, he kept trying to make something happen, and that loss of yardage, it changes field position, changes everything you're trying to do on offense, really puts him in a bad spot.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell McClain able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. This is intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Yeah.
Madden NFL 19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. And that's the connection, Ryan, to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
NFL 19.
Oh my God.
NFL 19.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice. And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. And he fires to Edelman, complete on the comebacker. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's go.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass. And the Falcons are in for 6.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that gives gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw, it's Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now Brady, maybe a free play here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offside's easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. On the move to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. He gets it to James White. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. Edelman was the intended target. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Ryan to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, Brady. He's going to sling this deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch.